Hello, welcome back to Cracking the Cryptic, and yes, a puzzle that got sent to us some time ago. Now, the reason for this is because today I am no longer the father of two teenagers. Now, that is not for any bad reason. It's because of a 20th birthday. So congratulations to my daughter on reaching that milestone. And what I thought I would do is just see if we had ever been sent a 20th birthday puzzle in the past. And lo and behold, back in November 22, so about 15 months ago, Hannah was turning 20 and sent us this puzzle. And I mean, we get sent a lot of puzzles every day, and that is certainly still true. So it wasn't the puzzle we did on that day, and Simon did wish Hannah a happy birthday, but did an Aardwendewetering puzzle. But since it was set for a 20th birthday and I'm celebrating one today, I want to have a go at it. So I'm going to. Now, we're also, obviously, we've released Riff Clown's brilliant interactions, and that is on Patreon. It's a fantastic collection of puzzles. There's always great stuff on Patreon, but that is particularly good and very current, very live. 18 more days to solve it into being with the chance of a prize. Give yourself a go. Also, of course, there's all of our apps, including Arrow Sudoku, and there's Sven SUDOKU PAD and our merchandise on the links under the video. Actually, before I begin this puzzle, I'm going to just find a puzzle that I did 2 days ago and just go through something in that. So 1 second, bear with me. So this was Exponentially Bounded Thermos by Amin Khalek, and I'm grateful to the commenters for pointing out a mistake I made. So we were at this point in the puzzle. This was a puzzle in which the thermos were very unusual thermos. They had multi-digit numbers, often, which increased by a factor of between 2 and 3, and it didn't have to be a whole number, that factor between 2 and 3. So I don't know if is there anything where we can demonstrate on the grid. I mean, I suppose here we've got a thermo going from 2 to 4 to 8 or 9 to somewhere between 16 and 19, and no way of knowing that is well, it's not necessarily integer multiples. Armin's clearly a gifted mathematician. Anyway, at this point, I looked at this 13, and although earlier in the solve I had said that we were going to need at least 26 here, somehow I determined that this number had to now be less than 26. And I filled in this, or no more than 26, I think. Somehow I thought that multiplying by 2 was the upper bound. Must have just got confused between max and min. And I filled in candidates of 1, 3, 5, 6 and went on in the solve to make this a 6. Now, that's annoying and it's a mistake. And I was lucky because it does turn out to be a 6. But I just wanted to show that that luck wasn't actually used, because what I should have then done is basically, you can say that this can't be a 5 because the upper bound is 39 here. So I'm just going to flick through how the solve would have gone. It's quite long, but no steps are actually substantially different. So we get the 2 there, then we get a 2 in box 1. This makes this circle a 4. This circle now has to be 8 or 9, which makes a pair in box 4. That gives us a 5, 6, 7 triple, which makes the 13 cage a 6, 7 pair. And then we can, then when this number is 46 or 7, we know there's a 9 in box 4. We can also establish that once we've got an 8 there, we've got a 9 in the corner. Eventually, we can do a lot in column 3. We get an 18 number at the top, which doesn't resolve the rest of its thermo. We get to place all 4s in the grid. This is almost exactly everything, apart from some pencil marking in box 1. This is exactly as I did it during the solve, because I never used that false pencil mark. We get to know that at least 45 must multiply up to at least 90 something there. Then we finish off 3s in the grid, and we can finish off column 3. We get to place a number of digits in row 7 and up the central spine of the puzzle. And an 8-9 pair in box 5. Eventually, we can then finally see, I think the deduction I had the most trouble with was actually here on this thermo in box 6, where the second digit of the 30 number now has to be at least 5. And that means we've got a 7 here. And it's at this point in the correct solve that I would be able to identify a definite naked single 6 in row 3, column 1, which in my actual solve I had already written in by mistake at this point. So sorry to Amin for messing that one up. It didn't actually make any difference in the solve, but I just wanted you to see that it did go normally after that point. It didn't really affect what happened, but it was an error, and I'm grateful that you pick it up. That's fine. So do the same for this puzzle if I make a similar mistake. The puzzle is called Set for Success by Hannah, who is already now 21, and we wish her very well. And I hope she is set for success. I'm sure she is. I hope my daughter is too. But we will give this a go. I'm going to read the rules, which are normal Sudoku rules apply. 1 to 9 in every row, every column, and every 3 by 3 box. Digits along an arrow sum to the digit in that arrow's circle. So those 3 will add up to that one. Digits separated by a white dot must be consecutive. We get 3 given digits. Thank you, Hannah. And we are going to give it a go. Let's get cracking. You can try it, of course, on the link under the video. Now, there is not a lot in this puzzle for us to get going on. We could write 6, 7, 8, 9s in these cells because they're all adding up 3 cells that see each other. And these 5 must add up to at least 15 because just as 3 cells must be at least 1 plus 2 plus 3, 5 cells must be at least 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5. So again, this pair adds up to at least 15. So again, this must be 6, 7, or 8. It can't be 9 by Sudoku. This arrow and this arrow have to have a 1 on because they're 3 cells not including a 9. And I don't think in the normal course of event, it doesn't feel to me like there's much further we can go until perhaps we consider where I think this puzzle is going. And I'm not entirely guided by the title. I think that does help. But every time we meet puzzles with minimal numbers of arrows in which those arrows are divorced from the row and column of their circles regularly, I think we have to be thinking about set theory. Set stands for set equivalence theory. It's kind of tautological and amusing. And it tries to relate similar groups of numbers in the grid to each other. And I am definitely going to start by considering column 1 and column 5 as one colour. Let's make them purple. And that's because they include 3 of these arrows and none of the circles. I kind of want to look at row 3 and row 6. Is that right, though? Maybe I should be looking at boxes or other columns instead. I'm not sure. Let's try it with row 3 and row 6 in a different colour. Now, we know that every row and every column of Sudoku, by rule, contains the digits 1 to 9. So the green digits are 2 sets of the digits 1 to 9, and so are the purple. That's all fair enough. But we can then remove 4 digits from both sets. And we know that therefore we've still got exactly the same sets of 14 digits in green, 14 digits in purple. Now, yeah, I didn't really want to do that, did I? I didn't want to take this cell out. So I've got the wrong sets. Okay, let's go back and try and work out what I should be eliminating. Because I'm sure, I mean, it would be a very cruel trick of Hannah to play if there's a way to do this puzzle without using set theory, to call it set for success. But she might have done that, you never know. Maybe I should just compare these two purple columns against this one green row. That's quite interesting in itself. The two purple columns contain a set of the digits 1 to 9 each, and the green, and we know what they add up to because we know the secret that each row, column, and box in a Sudoku adds up to, say it with me, 45. So let's try eliminating just these pairs. So we get rid of those cells, and now purple equals green plus 45. Now we can eliminate individual arrows, which obviously have the same total in both colours. And there's 3 of them. And now we still know that green plus 45 equals purple. Is that going to be any use to us? What is the maximum total of green and the minimum total of purple? I don't think this is going to do it, actually, you know. Maximum total of green, we could have an 8, then 7 and 6 there, then 5, 4, 3, and a 9. So we're adding up to 17 plus 12 is 29. Add on 45 to that, and we've got 74, which feels far too big to be the minimum total of purple. But let's just think about that. 74 is the number. The minimum total of these cells, given that these must add up to no more than 8, let's call that a 1, 2, 5. Then these could be 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. No, they've got to have a 9 in, actually. 3, 4, 6, 7, 9. 10, 29. And these could be... Am I doing this the wrong way around? Do I need the maximum total of purple? I don't know what I need at all. Yeah, let's go for the minimum green total, which is 19. 9, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a bit easier to work out. The maximum purple total is 9, 8, 7, 6, 4 is 34, plus 9, 8, 7, 28 is 62. 34 plus 28 is 62. The green total was 19. The difference between those is 43. That's very interesting. I think that means that there are 2 degrees of freedom. Does it? I don't know. I don't understand set, do I? I'm terrible at it. Simon's so much better. It makes me quite envious. I'm imagining green at its minimum total. No, that is a valid thing to do. 9, 1, 2, 3, 4 there is 19. Purple is definitely bigger by 45 because of the set that we eliminated at first. So purple has to add to at least 60. That is correct. And the maximum we could get for purple was 42. Was 62, which is 2 degrees of freedom. I'm going to eliminate one of those because that used 9, 8, 7 here, which would make this a 6. which would make that 1, 2, 3, which would make this arrow impossible. It would be at least 4, 5, and that can't be a 9. So that can't be 9, 8, 7. Maybe it's 9, 8, 6. And there's only 1 degree of freedom away from that. Yeah, we're getting close here. We're getting close here. This had to be 9, 8, 7, 6, 4. There is 1 degree of freedom away from that. Since the 4 is fixed, that degree of freedom is 9, 8, 7, 5, 4. So we must be using digits from those. This was 1, 2, 3, 4. We're down to 1 degree of freedom, so it could be 1, 2, 3, 5. Oh, yeah, I mean, we must be closing in here. Now, 9, 8, 6 has become the new max. If you take 1 off that, well, it could be 9, 7, 6, or it could be 9, 8, 5. So all of those digits are in play. Well, where's the 9 in column 1? It's got to be in that group of cells. Ah, so this is not a 9. So, but these two had to add up to 15. There we go. That is how to get going. Now we know, okay, that was a much simpler way to start. Maybe we didn't need all that set business, but I think it may still pay off. The simpler question that I never asked was, where is 9 in column 1? Can't be on an arrow, can't be there by Sudoku. It's in one of those cells. This is not a cell with a 9 in, but these two have to add up to at least 15. So now they are an 8-7 pair. These digits are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 6, 7, or 8, and we've got a triple. This is better than set. I did not say anything else there. I just said better than set. 6, 7, 8 are a triple, so that is 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5, but it's not 1 or 4, so it's 2, 3, or 5. Now, these are from 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 5 specifically. So if that's an 8, it's 1, 2, 5. If that's a 7, it's impossible. If that's a 6, it's 1, 2, 3. So 2 is used there as well and not here. This is 3 or 5. Now, if that was 3, I'm going back to the set now. This would have to be 1, 2, 4, 5, and that's too high. That makes the greens add up to 21, which requires the purples to add up to 21 plus 45 is 66. And we've got a maximum 34, and this is actually maxing at 23. Hang on, I've lost my reason here. Is my maths just appalling? If the greens were, if that was a 3, then the greens are 21. 21 plus 45 is 66. Have I been doing entirely the wrong maths? I think I have. I might need to just reset and restart. 21 plus 45 is 66. Now those add up to maximum 34. 21 plus 45 is 66. Those add up to maximum 34. I'm miscounting something badly. I would seem to be going wrong both ways. 34. Why don't these have to add up to 32? That's a ridiculous sum. These are at most 32. Okay. I'm just going all the way back. Let's forget the set for now, and we'll restart that if I need to. And I apologize. If you're understanding the set and I'm not, that's fine, but I don't think I am. Let's go back to this point. And now we'll start with the question about where is 9 in column 1. It's in one of those cells. That's not a 9. Those two have to add up to 15 because of these arrows. I'm just doing this Sudoku style at the moment because I'm a numpty as regards set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 there. These remaining cells in the column are 9, 8, 7, 6. So we've got a quad there, and 9 and 6 are in those cells. In that quad. So that is now 7 or 8, and this has become 6. This seems an easier way to do the puzzle. I still think we might have to come back to that set. Now, 1, 2, 3 is interesting because of the white dot. Actually, that white dot's interesting too. This white dot can't obviously go to another one of 1, 2, or 3, so it's somewhere just outside that set. It's a 4, that set of digits. Again here, 9, 8, 7, 6, we can't put any of those in there, so I'm going to put 5 in there and 6 here. And let's remove the pencil mark. There we go. So, here we go. This is just more straightforward now. 3, 1, 2, 4, 6, 5, 7, 8, 9. We've got 1, 2, 3, and 4 in these cells. 4, we know exactly where it goes by Sudoku. And the top one can't be a 3 either. This can't be 6 anymore. 4, 3. I think Hannah might have brilliantly misled me about the nature of this puzzle and it not using set in the end. I'm feeling the numptiness that applies if that is the case. 4, 3, 1, 6, 5, 4, 3. These are from 1, 2, 7, 8, 9. Now, that can't be all that big because this number is now by Sudoku 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. In fact, everything in this row. Ah, that is a naked single. It sees 6, 7, 8, 9 in the row, 1, 2, 3, 4 in the column. So that is 1, 2, or 3, and there's a little triple. These are from 1, 2, 3, 4 as well. Now this digit I was going to claim cannot be, well, it can't be 3, 4, 5, or 6 by Sudoku, but it must touch those, one of those. So it must be 1 or 2. And now this can't be 4. That is 1, 2, or 3. There is definitely a 2 in one of those cells. That is a 1, 2 pair. I honestly think I might have misunderstood the puzzle. How brilliant if that's the case. Now, can I use that? Bit scared too. I'm still very tempted to do exactly the same set theory that I did before. I think it's going to tell me something now. So I'm going to do it again. I'm stupid enough to climb back on the same horse and ride it the same way and see what happens. Right, let's make that green and these two columns purple. Now, because of Sudoku rules, purple adds up to green plus 45. We eliminate those cells. Purple still adds up to green plus 45. Now, green, okay, we'll eliminate those and those because they have to be the same, and those as well. There we go. Now we know that green adds up to 19. That's exact. Just going to aid memoir that down here. 19 in green plus 45 gives us 64 in purple. That is the answer in purple. 64 in purple. In these cells, that is 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 34. What am I doing wrong? It seems to imply that these add up to 30, and they can't. What on earth am I doing wrong there? Right. Green plus 45 must be purple. That has to be true. Wow, I really don't get set, do I? Green is one lot of 45. And purple is 2 lots. So green plus 45 is purple. Still the case when we eliminate the same digits from both sets. Then when we eliminate the same arrow totals, it's still the case. It's got to be green plus 45 equals purple. And we know that green is 19 here. So purple has to be 64. Doesn't it? What am I misunderstanding? Somehow I'm misunderstanding this cell. Am I falsely eliminating that? I'm not. How have I got this set so badly wrong? Green plus purple. Green equals 45, purple equals 90. I mean, I'm literally failing to reconcile my books at the moment. Take those out. Oh no, don't do that. What are you doing? Oh gosh, sorry. I'm gonna put it all back. There we go. And we can eliminate those, and the sum is therefore still the same. It must be. Then we can eliminate that arrow and this arrow. Oh, we can't eliminate this because that is not green, you nincompoop. Oh, so sorry. Right. At least I understand what I'm doing wrong. So 19 there plus 45 is 64, which is 34 there. These must add up to 30, which now does have a semblance of possibility. And these add up to 15, and that is not actually that helpful because that's either 8 and 7 on the arrow or 7 and 8 on the arrow. At least I understand how the set works. It didn't do anything for me, but it's relieved my mind. I don't know why I kept thinking that was still green. Sorry. If I did that also in the first version of the set, well, more fool me. Okay, let's just do this by Sudoku now. We've got that 1, 2, 3 triple that I am dying to use. So these are from 5, 6 or 9 because they also see a 7, 8 pair. So they must be 5 and 6. These are 7, 8, 9. This digit is touching a 5 or 6 but is not 5 or 6. It's also not 4, so it is 7. These white dots are very elegantly placed. So that's an 8, 9 pair. That is a 6, 7 pair. 8, 9, 6, 7, 5. These are from 1, 2, 3, 4. 6, 5, 7, 8. That is now a 7, 8, 9 triple. So this is touching a 7, 8 or 9, but can't be 6 or 7. So that is 8 or 9, and there is an 8 in one of those cells. Now, if that was a 7, this is 1 or 2, that's a 4, and that's 1 or 2. But if it's 8, we have a bit more scope. 3 there wouldn't constrain the 1, 4 pair. Yeah, it's not as straightforward. Oh, 1, 2, 3 triple there that I hadn't seen. Everything else in that row is 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9. Gonna do some pencil marking for myself. Now, one of these is 1 or 2, because we need another 1 or 2 in row 6, and it's not going to go there. These two cells must come from these, because where would they all go in box 8? Since they can't go there, they must be in these 3 cells, and one of these is a 4, so that's, oh, very obviously, sorry, that's not a 4. But these two are the others from 1, 2, 3, because they include 2 of these. So this is 5, 8, or 9 as well as that. Now, how about this? That has to be outside. Well, no, it doesn't have to be outside that set, and that's not a limited set. Well, I've really made a pig's ear of the set theory understanding here, but there you go. I mean, part of the lesson for that is that pretty much all of the time you're guessing what is going to be relevant for set theory, and I make no bones about that. Now, 4, 6, 7, 1 of 1, 2, 3 is there, 1, 2, 3 are here. Oh, is it this circle, hand, arrow? How am I going to get any traction from that? Or is it this white dot that we haven't used? Or do we have to use one of the white dots that we have used slightly better? That could be a 4, in which case that's a 3. I don't see what that does. Oh, maybe there is a different set going on. That's not a 4, that's very dull. Right, if this was a 7, that would be a 1, 2, 4 set. This would be 3 or 5 to be on the white dot. What? Oh, it would have to be 3, therefore. That would be 1, 2, 4, that would be 3. Oh, if that was 7, there'd be nowhere for 5. Right, 5 in this box is on this arrow. Therefore, it is a 5, 2, 1 arrow, adding up to 8. There we go. Simple enough, isn't it, when you finally see it? This is now a 3, 4 pair. Now we have, that's not 3. These are from 1, 2, 9. 3, that's a 1, 2 pair, apparently. That's good. So this is 3 in the column, and that's not. That's a 1, 2, 9 set. These are 3, 4, 6. Now, down here, annoyingly, this can be any of those digits on the white dot. That can't be 4 by Sudoku. That's all we've got there. Okay, but I feel like that was a bit of a breakthrough somehow. That can't be 8. These can't be 8. They're a 7, 9 pair, obviously. But a 7, 9 pair with no markings on, so that's irritating. 5, 6, 7 there. This 8, 9 pair. We need a 6 somewhere up here. We need a 5 in these cells. It would be lovely if we could prove it was on the arrow. 3, 1, 2. The white dots. I feel they are doing more than I'm allowing them to. But I don't see what it is. That's a very difficult pair to fill in down here. That is not really going anywhere at the moment. So this can't be 9, 4 or 8. It can't be 1 or 2 by arrow rules. So that is 3, 5, 6 or 7. If that was a 3, this would be a 1, 2 pair. Well, there is a 3 somewhere in these cells. That's slightly interesting. 3 here would have big implications on the arrow. 3 here would have implications on that white dot. I don't have it. Don't have what's going on. We've got a 5, 6 somewhere up here. Sorry about the noise from another room. Maybe I will go and stop that. My apologies. I actually think that was Countdown coming on in another room because I'm trying to follow the series, unsurprisingly. Now, where are we? 5s and 6s. This arrow. 7, 1, 2, 4. That would make, ooh. Yeah, we've nearly got a triple, haven't we? Or a quadruple, I mean. If that was a 7 arrow, this is a 1, 2, 3, 4 quad. Then you've got 9 here, 8 here, and definitely 5 here. Then you've got 5 and 7 here, and that becomes 6 or 3, which is quite limiting, but not perhaps final yet. Please don't tell me I'm still missing another set theory. I mean, I've done all the stuff with those colours. We've established the totals. There's an 8 there. There's a 2 here. How can I use those trivial bits of information? Now somebody's drilling 2 flats away. Why do they do it to me? One of those is a 4. 4 is in one of these 3 cells as well. And no, I don't know about 3. Oh, come on, Mark. What's going on here? 4 can't be in any of those cells. can it be on the arrow? 4-1, 4-2 or 4-3? No, I think it can. So let's think about this arrow again, a bit further maybe. Oh no, okay, let's eliminate 3 from here, because I bet we can do that. If 3 was there, this is a 1-2 pair. We'd have a 1-2 pair there. That would be 3. Maybe it's this cell. If this is 3, that's an 8 arrow, and this has to be a 1-4 pair. That seems quite powerful, so that's interesting. But if it's not 3 in this cell, this is a 1-2 pair. And then what? And this can't be 1 or 2 and must be from 3, 4, 5. Oh, there is something going on here, but I don't know what it is. Should I compare? Can I do a little set on column 9 versus box 3 and box 9? It almost feels like madness, but there is some elimination. So let's try and get this right first time. Orange plus 45 equals blue. That's still the case when we eliminate the same digits from both. When we eliminate these arrows, then orange plus 45 equals blue. So blue equals 49. Blue equals 49. There's got to be a 9 in this group of cells by Sudoku and arrow logic. 49 for 7 cells is quite high. The maximum here is 8, 7 plus 4 there is 19. That's it. If that's the maximum, 8, 7 there and a 4 here. No, yes, it is 19. Then they have to be the maximum 9, 8, 7, 6 to make 49. That's the set I needed. That's the right one. Not the one I was looking at earlier. This is an 8-7 pair, and that's a 4. Wow, lovely. Okay, so that's a 6. Oh, well done, Hannah. This is nice. That's a 9. That's not. That's an 8. These are from 1, 2, 3, 5. And there's no 4 on the arrow, so that's an 8. There is a 5 on the arrow because there needs to be, and there's no 3 on the arrow. The 3 in the box is there. There, I say. So, now we've got something going. We get a 3 in the corner. That's 3 in the corner. That's 3 in the spotlight. Now, that can't be 4, and the 4 in the box is here. One of those is a 2, so that's not in this row. That makes it a 1. That's a 2, that's a 1, that's a 2, that's a 1, that's a 2, that's a 5, that's a 1, that's a 2, this is 3, these aren't 8. Lovely. A lot of elimination done there. 9, 8, 7, 6. So 4 and 3 have to go here by Sudoku, which tells us the arrow circle total. And we've got 1, 2, 5 here. That's become a 9 now. That's a 6, 5 pair. I should tidy up everything, shouldn't I? You know I should. I just don't like doing it because it feels boring when you've got actual numbers to write in all over the place. Right, but it's all working lovely now. So, is lovelily an adjective? I don't think so. 3, 4 there, an adverb, I mean. 6 there, 6, 3, 4. 4 connects to 5 on the white dot. This has become a 1 a long time ago. 7 and 6 are done down there now. 6, 7, 8, 9 quad. So that's 1 or 5. This can't be 3. We do need a 3 in this column, and a 2 actually. So there we go. That sorts out 1 and 2. We get 5, 1, 2 down the right hand side. That's now a 5. 5, 4, 3, 6, 2. There's no 6 there. That's a 7, 8, 9 triple. This is a 1. That's 8 or 9. Now we're going to need this white dot to disambiguate. Hang on, let's do 5, 6 first. Let's remove the corner mark. Now there's a 9 in this column. So the white dot needs a 7. That's its odd digit. That fixes 8 and 7 at the top. There's 7 there. That now 8 at the top makes that 7 and 6. There we go. Oh, that is really actually very nice indeed. And wow, Hannah has set that for her own 20th birthday. And it's finally made it to the channel. And I think that is appropriate. Happy birthday to anyone turning 20. There we go. Oh, brilliant. Thank you, Hannah. And I hope you're still watching the channel, although you may have moved on in your life. Let us know if you are. What a pleasure. And what a good puzzle. And we are all set for success now. Check us out tomorrow. We'll be trying to be more successful with another Sudoku. And as it is, bye for now.